Hello everybody. In today's lesson I'm going to teach you to play Me and Julio Down by the Schoolyard by Paul Simon, and we'll dive straight in with the introduction to the song. Let me play you that introduction full speed and then I'll slow it down, break it down and show you how to play it. So the first thing to say about the introduction is that you're going to use just the top three strings, strings 3, 2 and 1. It's played entirely on those strings. You want a nice soft feel. It's quite ukulele-like in its feel, this introduction, so hold your pick softly, nice soft touch. Now the first chord is a chord of A major. We don't have to play the whole chord because we're only interested in the top three strings. We can finger it like this. And on that first chord, you're going to play down, up, down, and then you're going to mute the strings simply by taking the tension off of your left hand fingers, but leaving them in the place to mute the strings. So we have this, down, up, down, mute. Now our second chord is a D6, and we get to that by barring the top three strings at the 7th fret with our ring finger. And on that D6, we're going to play up, down, and then mute. Now what you can do is you can slide up on the first upstroke of that D6 from the 6th fret to the 7th fret. So you get this effect. So it's very ukulele-like. Next we go back to that A major chord, and what we're going to do this time is play upstroke, mute, mute. So 2 upstrokes with a little muted pause between them. And then our last chord in the introduction is actually an E major. It looks like a D major, but it's 2 frets higher than the D major would be, so it's an E. And on that E chord we're going to play up, down, mute. So putting all that together, we have this. Remember, nice light touch with your pick. Try and go for that ukulele-like feel. Let me show you the chords that are used in this song then. We start with an A major. Mama Pajama rolled out of bed and she ran to the police. Then we go to D major, station. And then to E major. When the papa found out, he began to shout and started the investing. And then back to A major. Station. It was against the, back to E major, law. It was against the A major, law. What the papa, E major, saw. It was against the, back to A major again, law. Next verse. Well, the mama looked down and she spit on the ground, or an A major there. Every time my name was, and then D major mentioned, and then to E major, and the papa says, if I get that boy, E major, gonna put him in the house of dear, A major, detention. That's a bit of a change. I'm on my D major way, I don't know, A major, where I'm going, back to D major, I'm on my way. Back to A major. I'm taking my time, but and this is a B7, don't know. Then E major, where, goodbye. Then to D major, Rosie, the queen of Cur, A major, Rhoda. And here we are at the refrain now. So it starts with an A major, me and then there's a G major, Julio, then D major, down by the E major, schoolyard. And now we throw in a line of our introduction. Repeat, A major, me and G major, Julio, D major, down by the, then E major, schoolyard, and then the line from our introduction again. Before I show you a strumming pattern for me and Julio, let me just say, if you've been enjoying this lesson, please do hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel so that you'll be notified of all of the future videos I release. Now, when it comes to strumming this song, you want it to be really rhythmic and you really want quite a light touch and you want a kind of a damped feel. So I would go for something a bit like this. I'll play it for you full speed first, do a bit of the singing, and then I'll try and slow it down and show you what I'm doing. Not unlike the introduction actually. Mama pajama rolled out of bed and she ran to the police station. When the papa found out, he began to shout, started the investigation. Okay, so what I'm doing there, if I slow it down, is this. And that is down, up, mute, down, up, mute, up, down, up, mute. I'll do that again for you. Down, up, mute, up, down, up, mute, up, down, up, mute. Now all of those mutes are downstrokes. So I'm just simply playing a downstroke with the guitar muted, just holding my left hand fingers lightly over the strings there. But you can probably see some of the time anyway, I was also damping with my right hand just by putting this part of my right hand just on the strings, just here over the bridge, just there. So you can do both those things. And the right hand is kind of half muting the strings, and then on the actual kind of mute strokes, the left hand is completely muting them. I think that's quite an effective way to play the song. As well as this channel, Peter's Acoustic Music channel, I've just started another channel called Peter Songs. And on Peter Songs, I'm posting covers of all sorts of songs that I like, plus some of my own original songs as well. I've just started it, so please have a look at Peter Songs. I'll put a link in the description of this video and also in a pinned comment. So go and have a look, and please consider subscribing to the Peter Songs channel if you like what you see.